Caduceus, the destinies twine around the staff can be ignited with just a hint of starlight. Man, they love doing that. They love putting quotes before like the chapter starts. Finally! It's their time. Voymastina sprints at full speed with the container slung over her shoulder. The box is shaking violently. She clamps it tightly with her arm to keep it from slipping free. Oh! They were the ones that caused the explosion. Alba runs alongside her, but unlike Voymastina, she keeps her head down, continuously working on the terminal in her hand. She's so hot. Alba doesn't look up, her fingers still flying across the terminal.
管理局が襲われた時のこと。あのタイミングで介入するべきじゃなかった。分かってる。でも助けないとまずかった。リヴァに第三世代人形の相手は厳しい。あのパスワードがあれば、とりあえず大丈夫だと思うけど。
Wait. So basically, it was Alba who sent the message earlier about that code? So it was not the Gerard group mechanical units. It was just a coincidence that the mechanical units were there when Leva detected that something is wrong. Okay.
それでも長くは持たないかもしれない。
The terminal emits a crisp, unlocking chime. The container on Voymastina's shoulder stops quivering. Alba finally turns to look at Voymastina.
この箱は任務の対象外だけど、こうでもしなければ奪われていた。ジラードグループの手に O43 が渡ってはいけない。リスクが大きすぎる。だからこれは必要だった。そうかもしれない。だが私には何の相談もなかった。
Alba lets out a quiet sigh.
ごめん。O43 は一体たりとも財団の手に落ちてはいけない。これは彼女の要求なの。私たちは楽園計画の全貌も O43 がどんな役目を負っているのかもわからない。彼女がこれだけグループの内部に潜り込んでも情報が得られないのなら自分たちで動くしかない。だから本来の任務に加えて O43 を連れ戻す。ネーレに調べさせれば何かわかるかもしれない。
Wait, Nele? So she's back in the story?
そうでもしないとパラデウスの動きはつかめない。こんな大きな箱を抱えては任務の妨げになる。隙を見て管理局に返すべきだ。ダメ。奴らを信用していないのか。クルーガーさんとカリーナさんは信用している。でもそれ以外は信用できるとは限らない。ロレンが信用に足る存在だったら保安局から抜けたりなんかしなかった。分かった。
Wait, they were Stasi for a little moment? And then it was already gone? Even before GFL2 happened? So somewhere between the 10-year gap of GFL1 and GFL2, they were Stasi at one point.
ジラードグループはすでに虫の息。それでも悪あがきするには十分な体力が残ってる。クルーガーさんもできる限りのことをしてくれてるけど、多分計画通りにはいかない。ジラードの内部も不安定だし、事態がどう変わるかなんて誰にも予想できないんだから。
Voymastina pauses slightly, then nods and says no more. The silence between them carries an unspoken mutual understanding. In the distance, the sound of running engines and footsteps draws closer.
追っ手だね。乗り物を用意する。箱は邪魔になると思うから私が持つよ。
あ、
じゃあ撤退ポイントで。
了解。
Voymastina watches Alba leave. Then silently, she turns in the opposite direction, checks her weapon, and blah 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 blah. Well, they gave a battle map for Voymastina, but she's not even released yet. Well, I guess I'm just gonna use the area team. Oh, we need to evacuate. Okay.
了解しました。当たらないようだ。
You cannot punch someone, right? No, you can't.
当たってやらせて。了解しました。お待たせしました。勝ってろ。任せて。私が終わらせる。
You'll be fine.
指示は？
You have interception. Plus, you're the greatest doll in the game. You'll be fine. You're called Macchiato for a reason. Punch this guy. No, actually, that guy. Oh. Just run. Don't bother.
聞いてるわ。私やっぱ強い。
You'll be fine.
了解しました。指示は？私やっぱ強い。
After taking down the last pursuer, Voymastina scans her surroundings. Once she confirms that the area is secure, she prepares to relocate. Just as Voymastina is about to move, a razor-sharp gaze, one that seems to pierce through every electromagnetic disturbance on the battlefield, locks onto her like a precision-guided weapon. Her instincts trigger instantly. Before conscious thought can catch up, her body pivots. In 0.1 seconds, her right hand draws her MP443 tactical pistol, the muzzle snapping precisely toward the source of that gaze. At that very moment, Voymastina's system experiences a rare stall. She stands in an open tactical zone, deliberately chosen to maximize attracting enemy fire while ensuring clear line of sight for battlefield control. Her first assessment is that the enemy has deployed a sniper team for long-range suppression, but her wolf's eye full-spectrum scan detects no thermal signatures or electronic traces of conventional weapons. Yet her intuition has never been wrong. Tempered through countless battles, it has become an integral component of her combat system. She raises her head slightly. Wolf Eye automatically shifts to maximum magnification, piercing the night mist to lock onto a distant target. On the edge of the battlefield, over a kilometer from the engagement zone, atop a high-rise overlooking a warehouse district, a slender figure stands in silence. Even with Wolf Eye, Voymastina must run the system at full power to clearly capture the figure's image. It is a woman dressed in an elegant masculine formal suit, poised and graceful, with neatly styled short hair and movements that radiate near perfect refinement. Her gaze meets Voymastina's across a vast distance. Voymastina maintains her firing stance. Rational analysis tells her a standard pistol is meaningless at this range, yet a more primal combat instinct refuses to let her lower her guard. Across such an immense distance, every sensor in her body simultaneously enters maximum alert. A phenomenon she has never experienced before. Not even when she infiltrated Avernus alone. Oh my god. Now that's a name of the place that should not be blurted loudly. Her combat instincts scream a single conclusion. This person is a genuine threat. As if sensing Voymastina's wariness, the elegant woman tilts her head slightly and says something to a fully armed operative beside her. Through her wolf eye, Voymastina sees the operative salute, open a specialized case, and respectfully present it to the woman. With a flick of her wrist, the equipment is revealed in full, a tactical spear forged from a special ultra-high density alloy, its surface glinting coldly. Such weapons are typically ceremonial ornaments, not tools of actual combat. But in the next instant, the woman's movement sends every one of Voymastina's senses screaming. She grips the spear gracefully, spins it in a motion as fluid as a dance. Then something utterly unbelievable happens. Holding the spear in one hand, she leans back slightly and with a flawless throwing posture, hurls it toward Voymastina over a kilometer away. What are you, a dragoon? Final Fantasy, hello? The air shrieks as the spear tears through it like a silver bolt of lightning, traveling at armor-piercing round velocity across an inconceivable distance. Voymastina's system calculates hundreds of evasion patterns, but her body makes a different choice. She holsters the pistol, lowers her center of gravity, and precisely catches the spear mid-air with her right hand. Holy shit! Strongest doll indeed. Boom! The colossal impact force carves deep grooves into the ground beneath her boots, sending her skidding several meters before she stabilizes. The ground surface fractures under the force, cracks spreading outward like a spiderweb. This is not power a normal human could unleash, nor an impact a standard tactical doll could withstand. Voymastina looks down at the spear in her hand. In her hand, etched delicately along the shaft is a single line of text. Looking forward to making your acquaintance, Igla. The call ends. What the? Big boy. You see, this is the face that you're gonna see if you don't pull for her on March. She's gonna stare at your soul. Voymastina lifts her head and looks toward the distant buildings. A dull numbness pulses through her wrist. The impact was too much even for the components in her arm. A sensation she has never experienced before surges within her. A sense of inevitability, like two planets being drawn together by gravity, destined to collide in a spectacular catastrophe someday. However, the elegant woman in menswear has already vanished into the night, as if she had never been there at all. The night wind is bleak. Only the heavy spear in Voymastina's hands proves that blah 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 blah.